Welcome in, Mountaineer Nation. This is Sam the Man. My halftime reaction to the West Virginia Kansas State game. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. We're almost to 700 or 600, and I appreciate everybody that subscribed. The game today, if you watch my prediction video, it was a little satirical, little, hopeful, little homerish, but the game's gone pretty much how I thought it would really go. West Virginia's underperforming. They're underwhelming. They're not, they're not catching the ball well. They're not running the ball well. The defense is playing good. Watching this game's made me realize that this team really has no identity. It has very little heart, very little discipline, and it's a shame because those are attributes that I would put on the coach to help provide those things for the players. And I've been so pro Neil Brown that I think it's kind of flown under my radar. I've kind of let my like for Neil Brown as a person cloud my judgment for Neil Brown as a coach. Now, I'm not saying fire Neil Brown, but I'm saying that they're going to have some changes in coaching personnel at some point because something's not gelling right, something's not making sense. I've just never seen a team that couldn't identify a leader, or you can't identify a leader, you can't identify the heart or the drive of the team. It's like they have no identity, and teams that don't have any identity, this is the kind of play that you see week in and week out. So really, at the end of the day, that's the problem. Is Kansas State better than West Virginia? I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think they are. I think West Virginia's still in the ball game. It's not over. West Virginia is a victim of making mistakes. The blocked punt. I don't even want to talk about that. But the interception. If Winston Wright had caught that ball, that's a touchdown. Tries to run before he catches the ball. Instead, bumps it off his chest and it gets picked off. West Virginia has been a victim of itself a lot this year, and that's what we're seeing today. They have shot themselves in the foot so many times, targeting calls, late hits. There's just no discipline. And I think that's really the key problem that we're having now, is there's just no discipline. And to me, that does fall on Neil Brown. It's his responsibility to bring that to his kids. So that's the one thing that needs to change for this team to do anything. Like I said, the game's not over. West Virginia could come back. Is it going to happen? Who knows? But I do know, it kind of makes me a little bit sad to talk about this team in this context, but if you really look at it, it really is true. There's no central leadership, there's no heart, there's no identity. Are we a pass first, run second, run first, pass second? Are we a defensive team? Are we an offensive team? What are we? What is this team? Is JERD the best quarterback in the Big 12 or the worst quarterback in the Big 12? Like, statistically, you can say one thing, but the eye test tells you something else. We really don't know, and that's the problem. So moving into the second half, they have to just execute. They have to execute. That's all they have to do. Execute your game plan with a little heart and a little integrity and a little discipline, and you can beat this K-State team. If you can't find that, you're just going to keep losing. You won't win this week, and you won't win next week. So that's my take on it for the half. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Sam the Man. This is the Mountineer Effect. Let's go Mountaineers.